I love this crowd. Such an intelligent crowd. Immediately I said hello. Everybody actually kept quiet and left. School of Nursing, University of Nigerian Teaching Hospital. My name is Chief Tony Dul. Believe you me, I am a part of that history.
This is part of the way. To the high table, ladies and gentlemen, Nakonaka. Owa the Tiro Ranile. Owa Nabatimte. If you look at him, you can manage a car or a car. Oh yes. Thank you, DJ Paul. Also to the high table, Mrs. Antonia Nabenyi, the principal of Sonunth alumni. The principal of Sonunth, where are you please? Honorable Mrs. Antonia Nabenyi, my women, our child nurse principal. The school of nursing, please. Principal of the school of nursing. From the very first man. Thank you. All the way from Nigeria. Thank you. Also to the high table, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Uchenna Ebele or Obele. I don't want to call you Obele because if you hear anyone answering Obele, it's mighty. Uchenna Obele, where are you?
You know yourself now. With boy, looking so hard to do what she does.
Thank you.
Looking so hard to make her.
Also to the high table. Also to the high table, ladies and gentlemen. He happens to be our brother, our son, and a Nigerian, as a matter of fact, an Igbo. I didn't say Igbo, I said Igbo. The deputy mayor of this town. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honorable Ugo Nwa Okoro. Where are you, please? The deputy mayor in the town. Special guest of honor. Our special guest of honor, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the provost, the College of Medicine. You know what that means. Honorable Professor, President and Mrs. Akugo Obere, and special guest of honor. Special guest of honor. Thanks to the land that adopted us, US, American item.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stars and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame the first streaming came through the night, and the flag still there. Oh, sailors and star-spangled
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a big stuff on your shoulder. But you're doing fine.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I will start by apologizing for the late start. No, it's not normal, because Sonunth alumni will operate on the atomic watch. And that's what we have been operating on, and we kept to it. But tonight, it's kind of different, and you can see that I'm not happy about it. But however, I thank you that you are here with us. I have my welcome speech on the brochure, but I'm not going to read all for lack of time. But distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, my provost, my head of nursing services, the principal of the School of Nursing, Mrs. Nabweli, the alumni president from Nigeria, Barrister Crystal Ojejekwe, and all the delegates from Nigeria and the United States, welcome tonight. I am particularly glad to host this event because we are trying to uplift the status of the clinical labs in our school. We chose the theme, Nursing Education from Knowledge to Innovative Practice, which is very up to the current role of nurses in this present day healthcare. Sonunth alumni, we are committed to reviving nursing education in Nigeria and providing quality of care to all persons that step into the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital and beyond. We are, however, very aware of the challenges that the hospital and our school face and the healthcare in Nigeria. But those challenges will not stop us, and that's why we are here tonight, to see what we can do to alleviate the sufferings, especially when it comes to infrastructure and things that they need in the clinical setting. So we are here tonight to get those funding so that we can make our clinical labs comparable to what it is in this part of the world. Sonunth alumni, we believe that nurses can practice safely, and our task is to make this possible by simply providing the necessary tools that they need to train student nurses. When we set up our alumni association 7 years ago in Boston, we pledged and made a commitment to upgrade our school and to support that school. And that commitment we have kept till today. Members of my alumni, both here in the US, Nigeria, have worked individually and collectively to put resources back into the school. We have upgraded the classrooms. We have bought the school bus. We have put in current year textbooks in the libraries, and we have also encouraged the students to do well. And I'm telling you that our school, with the hard work of Mrs. Nabweni and her colleagues, the students that we have there right now are #1 in all areas, in anything that has to do with the School of Nursing, from academics to extracurricular activities, including sports. I want to appreciate our members, everyone that have contributed to this venture, both our members here in the US and our members in Nigeria. I have a large delegation from Nigeria in this gathering. Please, my Nigerian delegates, will you stand to be recognized? And I stand here to tell you that this is the largest ever that Sonunth alumni have recorded in the history of our association. I would like to extend my thanks to Mrs. Ngozi Onyeji, who was in charge of the clinical education in the hospital and who encouraged us to extend our education mission to the clinical setting. With her, we were able to, with the effort of the Chief Nursing Officer, Mrs. Chinwe Achuku, we were able to extend those education to the clinical setting and to the students as well. And that is what Sonunth alumni is all about. I thank you all for your selfless service to our school and to the hospital. Dr. Gochukwu, the pioneer principal of the school, who, even though she's retired, still works on the ground to make sure that things are in place in that school. Dr. Gochukwu, I thank you. Equally, I thank all my senior colleagues that I reached out to that honored my invitation to be here tonight. I don't know if I start naming names, I'll get in trouble by missing somebody, but at least I'm compelled to mention a few people. Mrs. Osakwe, our teacher, she taught us how to walk like a woman. Mrs. Osakwe, the aesthetic class, set up, coming back. Equally, I thank Dr. Wanga. I thank you for coming. Equally, I thank Mrs. Nkechi Osefo for coming in here. I also thank Mrs. Rita Anyabo, for being here tonight. I also thank my trailblazer, the person whose dream we are attempting to live, and that is in the person of Mrs. Ngozi Iwenofo Okagwe. I know I must have forgotten somebody, but if I do, please forgive me. For this 7 years I've been in the realm of the association, and 4 as your president. If I in any way stepped on your toes in the way of discharging my duties, accept my apologies. But what I wanted for is for things to move on. So this time around, you unanimously returned me unopposed for another 4 years against my wish. Against my wish. You are in for trouble because I will call on you, and this time around, you have to sign a consent to walk with me. If you will not do that, well, I will not tell you what will happen, but don't be out for trouble, okay? Mr. Provost, I really thank you for coming in here tonight, in spite of all the challenges that you met in the way, and you were able to show up here live and well. Thank you, Jesus, for that. Equally, I have my good friend, Dr. Christine. She is the UN ambassador to the Goodwill ambassador to the UN. And she is in here from France just to support me. Dr. Christine, can you come up here, please? When you talk of great women, she is one of those. She's the UN Goodwill ambassador, and I have to tell you, this woman you see here, she is the first female pilot of 707 that France ever produced. And she's retired and she's ever energetic. You call her here today, tomorrow she's in Geneva, the next day she's in Timbuktu, the next day over the place. She just flew in yesterday and she's here to support me. Thank you, Christine. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please, I urge you to support us, to dip hand in your pocket, to help us, to build that center of excellence that we want in our school. Thank you very much, and God bless.
My Honorable Chairman, Prof, this is your time for your opening remarks.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, yes, our special guest here, the National President of Sonunth, all members of Sonunth here, our Nigerian delegates, all our friends and all the special invitees here this night. Well, what we have here is the chairman's opening remarks. So I'm not going to keep people here waiting for a long time talking. I'm happy to be here on this occasion. Ordinarily, I don't need any invitation to come here because I'm part of the School of Nursing, University of Nigeria. Both in my personal capacity, in my official capacity, and also by ties. So I can't run away from the School of Nursing. I'm happy to be here. I bring you greetings from Nigeria. I bring you greetings from the Chief Medical Director, University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, Dr. Christopher Ama, who planned to be here with his wife, but wasn't able to make it. A lot of good things are happening in our hospital. A lot of good things are happening at the School of Nursing. I wish to inform you that just last year, our hospital resumed open heart surgery. But for those who are not aware, the first open heart operation in Nigeria, in fact in sub-Saharan Africa, except South Africa, was done at the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital in 1974. That's 40 years ago. But when the teaching hospital moved to the new site, the permanent site, we didn't have the facilities. But for nearly 10 years, there were no operations, nothing was happening. Until last year, in March, when some friends, the Boom Foundation in Minneapolis here, brought a team and we started. They were joined by some of our alumni of the teaching hospital from Belfast, Dr. Osin Zewi, Dr. Namdi, who's here. A good number of people here will know them. And we've now started. And we've done over 60 cases since last year of open heart surgery. I also bring you a greeting from our university. You know, the teaching hospital is University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital. So you cannot finish this saying anything without mentioning University of Nigeria. Great things are happening in that university now. For the first time in the history of the university, we have one of us from the College of Medicine as the Vice Chancellor. So the current Vice Chancellor of the University of Nigeria is Professor Benjamin Chukwuma Ozumba. He's now the Vice Chancellor. He was the former Provost of the College of Medicine. So we feel very happy that one of us from the College of Medicine, from the UNTH, is now the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nigeria. A lot of good things are happening. Within a week of his assuming office, the American U.S. ambassador to Nigeria visited the institution. It's never happened before. So we're very, very happy. It's a sign of good things to come. When I talk about our institution, I will not forget to mention people who have been very, very useful to us. One of the greatest things that happened to our institution, the teaching hospital, is for Sonunth, that has for many years been supporting the teaching hospital, supporting the School of Nursing, helping the School of Nursing to maintain standards. Our School of Nursing, from inception, has maintained standards, taking a rightful place as the School of Nursing of the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital. The University of Nigeria is the first indigenous university in Nigeria. We say that with pride. We know Ibadan started training people earlier, but they were doing so as a college of the University of London, not a full-blown university. I must thank the leadership of Sonunth for what they have been doing for the past few years, visiting Nigeria at their personal cost, organizing seminars, workshops, and bringing a lot of equipment to the hospital. When I became provost of the College of Medicine, I told them on one occasion, I said, well, I'm part of the UNTH, but we should start looking also at the university side. And they came to my help. And through the national president here, Pat, and others, we were able to have memorandum of understanding with High University, and that memorandum of understanding is yielding dividends. They brought a lot of books to our Department of Nursing Sciences, which we highly appreciate. I thought I was going to hear some round of applause for that. Now, I would want them to continue in the same vein and continue to support us and continue to support the teaching hospital and continue to support the university, because we all work together. Over the past few years that I've been the provost of the College of Medicine, we have done a lot to motivate our alumni to come as the major stakeholders to our institution, to come and be part of the progress of our institution. And they've done that. We made several visits here, the United States, meeting our alumni. Initially it was University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital alumni, they called it then. But I said, no, it's College of Medicine alumni. But in whatever capacity, what is in a name after all, they've been doing quite a lot for us. And one of the things we achieved in the past few years is to have a functional University of Nigeria College of Medicine Alumni Association. We need to build up the place. We need to make sure services and clinical run very smoothly. The Open Heart program I was telling you about, we must thank all those who have participated. Just as I was passing through UK yesterday, I spoke with Dr. Osin Zewi, who is in Belfast, and he gave me a message. He said, well, you are going to, I understand you are going to this meeting, that you wanted to be here. But you should ask our alumni here who are in the area of intensive care, or those who are in cardiac care, to join the Moon Foundation in missions to reactivate our Open Heart program. You know that most Nigerians go to India, go to so many other places to have surgeries. So I persuade people who are in those areas to please join us. Well, before I was coming here this evening hoping that my dear wife will be here with me. Unfortunately, she's here actually, but not in this hall. When we were coming, we had some problems. We came in at JFK, only to find out that only my suitcase came from London. Hers and my daughter's did not arrive. And we were told, Chief Albert, you were helped a lot. You went to the airport. They promised us that within a few minutes the suitcases were coming. Otherwise, we wanted to go and buy something to make her feel comfortable and join us here, because it was a very long trip. She may still join us if they bring it. So I want to thank you for inviting me to this program in the capacity you did. And I can assure you we'll continue to work together. But I want to announce here as well that even though I was called up here as the Provost, College of Medicine, University of Nigeria, I became Provost in 2009. Usually Provost stay only 4 years, maximum, 2 plus 2. I started as acting Provost and then I went in. But 2 days ago, I'm pleased to inform you that I've handed over that office to Professor Ernest Onwasigwe. I'm sure a good number of you here might know him. So I thank you once again. Will not bore you. I'm sure people are hungry. And I wish you and all of us a successful evening. Thank you very much.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, dinner is ready. Calling table by table, the table over there, and this please. This table over there, this table, please line up and get your food. This table here, and that over there, please line up and get your food. 4 tables over there. If I call your table, please go and get your food. We have only 1 hour for dinner. Less than 1 hour for dinner. This table and this table, please go. This table and that table, please go.
Na wengine nao wazunguka maduka wakijidai wanafanya window shopping. Fika mwisho wa mwezi uwajazire mondo, yona na elala ni asiye na kazi. Wamekwenda wote kula hotelini, wengine kwa biriani, wengine kula wali. Watu waenda Soweto, watoroka Maragwe, waenda hotelini kwa chapati na ng'ombe. Na wengine nao wale mishahara juu, siku hiyo wote kwa
While you are in the place, we are showing a glide of showed him before. All the way from, just landed now from Nigeria. The man that I called and respect, I called him the ATM of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. In case if you want some money, just take your card and take some. Ladies and gentlemen, sir, architect, sir, and Dr. Ngozi Eze, Clement Eze, in the house. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please. DJ, you know my friend. Go get your food.
Of nursing products. What I will share with you this evening is I'm going to make it very brief. Something I've learned so well over the years, being in the classroom for nursing over different programs, is I can collapse or enlarge whatever discourse that is going on. So let me indulge you and present very briefly what I think we should be looking at between nursing education and innovation. Being from UNTH, my roots are very deep there. I not only went for the diploma program, I also went back there to do my National Youth Service. So I did my National Youth Service at UNTH and then had the privilege to be invited by the World Health Organization years back to be part of starting the current Department of Nursing Sciences at the University of Nigeria in Enugu campus. So my roots are very deep there, and I am very happy to be here. And I give kudos to your president, your very able president. She sought me out, and she made sure that on this very day I'm spending this evening with you. So again, I thank you for having me, and I will proceed with a small presentation that will elucidate what is the relationship between nursing education and innovation. I do have a PowerPoint presentation, but I will talk over it. So let me get that going. I do need a helper that could flip the slides to make it go a little faster. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think in the program, my biography is already there, so I don't need to spend any more time on who I am. But I would like to speak about the message that I'm bringing. So this is how we're going to proceed. We will look at nursing through the eyes or the lens of anthropology, and we will look at entrepreneurship or business in nursing, because that's where I find myself today. So nursing education. What are we doing in nursing education? If we want nursing education to be innovative, we have got to look at the new ways of packaging nursing education for students. We have to look at the development of nursing ontology, which is the science of nursing. So what that means is that we will look at the lived experiences as part of the anthropological approach to it, and we will look at nursing science development or the ontology of nursing, and we will look at eclecticism, meaning many approaches to gathering knowledge in nursing. Education is key. Our people, the Igbos, we have a saying that meaning that the things that you learned and you were taught is much more important than magic. So spending money on educating a nurse is not a bad investment. And I know that Dr. Uziwe had told me that one of the premises she would like me to highlight during this brief presentation is the fact that education costs money. We have got to support our nurses to get education to whatever level they could. So we're going to support scholarship, and I'm happy to know that many of you are already doing that. With education comes recognition, comes reward, both inside and outside, and you want to reach the highest in your discipline. And after that, nobody will ask you for one single paper or one single certificate because you have it all. And so the doors and opportunities that are there, especially here in the US, becomes wide open. So don't be afraid if your brain is hot. You keep going. You organize your family and have them support you so you can get to the zenith. And the zenith is different for everyone. For me, I found that the support of a loving husband, a caring family, helped me to get to the level of a terminal degree in the discipline. So I do encourage you to really stretch and get to that end. Innovation, what do we mean by that? Innovation, simply put, is thinking outside the box. It's a paradigm shift. It means you will eat new cheese, you're going to think differently, and you will act differently. It's not in the thinking that innovation is created. You have to put that thinking into practice. So nurse educators in the midst, the nurse educators that are here in this hall, my question is, what are you doing differently? Are you still teaching the way you were taught? For me, it was 40 years ago. Are there new ways of thinking that you are putting in practice? Ask yourself, clinical practice in nursing, will all the clinical component as part of what the school curriculum. As a teacher, are you doing things differently? Are you held bound to the hospital environment as the only site for clinical practice? Can you dare to do something different? Can you dare to be a risk taker? So these are things that we are supposed to do, because if you are innovating, you are not recycling, but you are bringing in new knowledge and new doing. So think about that, how you will bring a change into how you are approaching nursing education and nursing practice. Next slide. Now, I am bridging the gap between nursing and business. I am also a small business owner. I run and own a home health agency. So entrepreneurship is a type of innovation in nursing. And our honor society, the Sigma Theta Tau, is very, very pleased that there are nurses out there who who dare to be their own boss? How many of you would like to be your own boss? Hands up if you want to really be your own boss. Because you don't always have to be employed by somebody else. I have gone through 5-6 universities as professor in different caliber. And at the end of the last position I had at the University of Phoenix as the Dean of Nursing, Health Science, and Criminal Justice, I was stretched to the limits of whatever God had given me. So I came quickly to the realization that it is time, Imelda, to be your own boss. So I struck out. I left the comfort of a steady salary and then went in to create my own wealth. So Sigma Theta Tau tells us that you should ask yourself 3 key questions. If you want to be innovative and you want to be an entrepreneur in nursing, ask yourself, what do I want to do? You must be able to discern quickly what it is you want to do. I'm hoping that it will be a nursing business, something related to what you already are doing in nursing. You would also ask yourself, what do I do best? And do I have the passion to do it? What you need is your nursing education, your nursing knowledge, business sense, as well as relationship building skills. So all of these play into what you need to be innovative. So in closing, I want to say that it is a great opportunity to be here to share with all of you. I am a truly UNCH product, and I am very happy and will like to support innovation in nursing faculty at the School of Nursing. I would like to sponsor a chair at the School of Nursing and have the opportunity to mentor faculty in ways of new thinking and new being in nursing. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings from Florida and have a wonderful evening, every single one of you. Thank you.
The mayor of the city of Newark being represented by our own brother, Deputy Mayor, Honorable Ugo Nwaokoro, for your remarks, please.
Thank you, MC. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. My name is Ugochukwu Nwaokoro, Deputy Mayor of Jersey, Mayor's Office of International Relations and Diaspora Affairs. And on behalf of our amiable mayor and multicultural residents of the city of Newark, I bring you greetings from the mayor, and I welcome you all who have traveled far and near to be here today. The mayor would have loved to be here personally, but because of conflicting schedule, he wasn't able to make it. And to show the importance of what is being done here today, he asked me to be here to represent him. And it is an honor, because as a Nigerian, it is what we are doing for ourselves. So I thank you for the opportunity to be here today. The mayor recognizes the good work that Sonunth is doing in Africa, particularly in the area of mannequin donation, the medical missions, and the high achievement student awards that they are given. Mayor Ras Baraka also recognizes all the other commendable charity donations that Sonunth is doing outside of Africa, especially your monetary donations to the First Congregational Church of Rockaway Beach Hurricane Sandy Relief Fund to buy things needed in their soup kitchen, and the monetary donation that you made to the Virginia Piper Cancer Institute in Minnesota. While Mayor Baraka applauds you for your good work, he encourages you to never relent on your efforts. He asks you to continue to do more. And judging from your motto, which says service, and the theme of this year's convention, nursing education from knowledge to innovative practice, it appears that your work will continue. As a sign of friendship and solidarity, Mayor Baraka extends an invitation to you to consider hosting your convention in the city of Newark in no distant future. And then the city will support within its capabilities. Newark is a great city to live, work, and raise family. And with the presence of the international airport and the seaport, Newark is definitely a good and great place to do business. Once again, I welcome you on behalf of Mayor Ras J. Baraka and the good people of Newark to Newark. And I pray to God Almighty to grant one and all safe journey as you travel back to your various places of abode. Keep up your good work and God bless. Now that is from the Mayor of Newark. As a Nigerian and as the son of the soil, I know what the whole thing is all about. The office of the mayor doesn't have a budget for things like this, but I know they're there. So, on behalf of my family, I am going to be supporting what is being done today. I have an envelope, a little token that I'm going to give to Chief Ukigwe to give. And please, I beg, I have to leave because I have another function to represent the mayor. Thank you very much, and God bless.
I was extremely happy to be here. I am extremely happy to be here. When I heard from Dr. Pat, as I call her, that she was having her annual convention, I told her, wherever you are, I will be there. I meet Pat at Geneva, and for any reason, I could feel something is different, that we work in the same direction. We love human beings, and we love any human being around the world. I didn't know more than that until we spoke later, and I'm extremely thankful to, let's say, God, or anyone in her, that make me meet her. She represents for me, probably, what we should as women do. Caring, passion, and patient. No race, no anything, just women. And wherever we are as a woman, we have the same problem around the world, the same thing. For me, my role, that I'm one of the first female pilots ever as a professional, as a commercial airline pilot. So I have to fight extremely hard for my dignity and to get what I should got for my value, which was not recognized at all. I've been told in Air France, get the hell out of here and go make children. That was my welcome when I asked to do something different than what I was supposed to do, quote, as a woman. No, we are gifted, the gift of God. We have actually to be, I cannot say the word, I don't know. If we have a gift from God, we have to do it. Period. Nobody can stop it, and nobody has a right to stop us. So that's what happened. I made it. It took me a long time, but I swear and I decided that all my life, as long as I can do it, I will work for women, human dignity, and women and women rights. That's the most beautiful thing you can fight for. And we see the result behind you. You see the women here. What a fantastic women and men, excuse me, because I can be very chauvinist. The fact, the beautiful dignity you have, It's a fantastic example and it gives me a lot of strength. I take my strength from you. It's not the opposite. And each time I go around the world and I meet different people, different countries, that's where I take my strength from those people. The beautiful education, the respect, it's a fantastic pleasure. I'm extremely proud that I can be here, and thank you very much for inviting me. I am really honored to be here. Thank you.
So we are finished over there. By the time I got home, I took my little small niece, very little thing, 2-year-old, to the hospital. The kind of needle they brought her to give an injection, Jesus Christ, is even bigger than the girl's leg. Clement has enough, I have again. The thing is bigger than the girl's leg, the needle. I asked the lady, say, what do you want to do with this? Oh, she's sick, I want to give her an injection. Sir, give what? So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work. So, we have a lot of work. Help us. Help the Sonunth ladies. Please. My chairman. Chairman is not the chairman, but sometimes they are. So please, how do we go like this? Thank you, sir.
A crucial stage of our meeting this evening, and our gala night. We've been eating, we've been drinking. Well, when I talked earlier, I did mention that there's need for us to ensure that our School of Nursing, University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, becomes one of the best, not only in Nigeria, but internationally. And to be able to do that, we should have the facilities. We did mention that Sonunth has in the past years been supporting, but they will need help from friends, we need help from associates. The clinical lab is very, very important. I'll tell you, last week, the Nigerian Medical and Dental Council wrote a letter making it mandatory for all colleges of medicine to have clinical skills and simulation laboratory. So we are struggling, and as the provost, we made sure that we started that process. And the same thing, we should not wait until the Nursing and Midwifery Council says it's mandatory for all schools of nursing to have that. We shouldn't wait for people to force us. But we know it is very important to train our students. So I think we should all contribute one word to make sure that we realize this project at the shortest possible time, because it is very, very important. It's very, very important to have it. So please, I think everybody should be part of this. And as we go ahead this evening, we would ensure that at the end of this meeting, at the end of this gala night today, we would have realized that project. It is possible. So now is the time, and I'm sure we will achieve it. In course of the time, I will make further announcements.
A round of applause, please. Yes, my honorable architect, Clem Eze. Please, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Nisi. I wasn't told I was going to make a speech. Okay, first of all, let me thank my sister-in-law, Dr. Pat, here, Okigwe. I don't know where she is. She impressed on me. Thank you, my dear. Impressed on me to be here this morning, Sunday's morning. And I want to thank the ambassador, the UN ambassador to our event. I like your country. especially the wine from the Bordeaux of France. I love it. And whenever I travel to France, there's a lot of good things that happen in France that I'm very around with. I love it. And for all of the visitors, my friends here from Onwa, Doctor, all the doctors and nurses, and I see all of you here as providing public service. And that's what I want to tell you, talk to you about. Providing and ushering that public service comes with passion. If you don't have the passion for it, it's all about business. When the speaker spoke before from Florida, Dr. Imelda, if I recall her name, he talks about what is it that you want to do with the business of nursing. That is very important. And I won't bore your time because we are here to raise money for the clinical department of the University of Nursing Teaching Hospital at the UNN. That is more important than every other thing that I will tell you. For that purpose, I will make my brief speech, and now we kick it off, joining my other colleagues with the sum of $1,000.
And I come back over $1,000 from my own good friend, the ATM of New York, New Jersey. But before I say who I am, I have to say great the great nurses. Great. This is how we do it in UNTH. You know, I have, for the past 4 years, I have worked very, very closely with my wife in doing what we call medical mission and education mission in Nigeria, both in UNTH and federal, what is that? The one in Umuahia, Ramat, yes, Umuahia. We have been going there, go to the villages in Iten, go to villages where we do the medical missions. But when I come back here and tell people I'm just coming from medical missions, you an accountant, what are you going there to do? I say, man, you, the spouses here, husbands, you can actually support your wife. You can go on medical missions by supporting your wives. There are so many ways you can go on medical missions. You don't have to be there physically. If you are here tonight, or even if you are not here, those of you who are not here, tell them. You can support them financially, you can support them morally. Let me tell you, behind every successful woman is a man. A very good one. You know what I'm saying? We can make things happen. So for all I have done for them, really, when I say it, I mean it. I have done a lot to make this association move forward. And I will continue to do so. And this night I will pledge additional $1,000 to make this happen. Thank you. Another hitting the nail at the head, my Honorable Onwa, $1,000. Monday Gold, and where are you? Dr. Monday Gold is in the house at round of applause. Also, Miss Efele Obi, the daughter-in-law of our former governor of Anambra State, all the way from London, also in the house. All the ladies, all the people from Rockland County in the house. All the people from Rockland County, yes, they are in the house. My own honorable Chief Riaka just walked in. God bless you, sir. Chief, no, Riaka. I have the mayor's wife from Rockland County also in the house. Mayor Oyadele, God bless you. Yemisia, thank you. Yes, and also Mrs. Kesman. They all just walked in. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Yes, the Sonunth ladies will be coming out in a few minutes. And for those of you that have not given me your envelope, please do so. The report that I have now is that we got only the money for the foundation. We haven't even gotten anything for the blocks, not to talk about the equipments. And we gotta go get all those things here tonight. DJ, please give me the music. The Sonunth ladies will be performing. If you have change, please, this is the time to say thank you for inviting me. Under the leadership of Dr. Patricia. Okay, great. It's not easy. DJ, give me the book. For all you do, for inviting me here.
So when you jump on the floor, better use it. First step is the step. You can move to the right, to the left. You can even freestyle when you step. Put your hands in the air and you rep. So go. Twist your fingers, you can wave and say hello, low. Make a fist and you can hit some for that blow. No balance, that's how you do it. So let me see you go. You told me this. Nobody wanna see you rising. And when they do, they don't even like it. They just wanna see you in classes. Drive us off, you don't need the license. All of her, she can even ride it. Go ahead with the feet just like this. Then she showed me the latest. We walk over the page. Oh yeah! Show me up! Oh yeah! Thank you! Thank you! Goto, Yashua! Yashua!
Thank you. All the Sonunth members, please come over here. All the Sonunth members, please come over here. All the Sonunth members, please come over here. DJ Paul. All the Sonunth members, please. USA, please come over here. The ladies of Sonunth, please. Sonunth, New Jersey, New York, please come over here. Line up. I want to bless you. Line up. Come. I am now a reverend. Let's go and sit down. Okay. All right. So go and sit down, please. Go and hold on. I have to listen to the president. I have to listen to the president of Sonunth. Executive order. See the pictures. All the rock line in the house, please. I salute you all for coming.
Put your hand back.
Where's the China picture? This is the honest.
Personally, I recommend it. I promise you when you recommend it. I give you like you never had it. Show you the jealous with the clients. You're waiting minutes. I'm waiting minutes. Sign up, you should go on me. So she go on me. I know the things within my mind. When I see you dancing, again, you got me high. And if you wanna try, the game will be tonight. Cause I'm in the mood. As long as I'm in the mood, I deal with you. Personally fair. Personally fair. Personally fair. Personally fair. I deal with you. Personally fair. Personally fair. Personally fair. Personally fair. I deal with you. I go deal with you personally, professionally. I see what you do intentionally. You're no one physically. So give it to me, give it to me radically. Emotionally, psychologically. You're telling me biologically, sexually, dramatically. I should have sexually. I know alright, the things within my mind. When I see you dancing, girl, you got me high. And if you personally, I go deal with you. Nobody knows tomorrow, so I'll be holding my destiny. I see the same, I don't some people will go below. I continue to struggle, to my hustle. I see the same, I don't know. Some people will go below. I continue to struggle, to my hustle. Now I'm giving my testimony. I'm killing the people and giving the lead. Now I'm giving je m'appelle John. I'm living my life, I'm not talking money. I'm not testimony. My testimony. I don't talk my testimony. My testimony. I don't talk my testimony. I have a promotion. Don't tell me person. I have a promotion. So you gotta listen. I have a promotion. Don't tell me person. See, I have a promotion. So you gotta listen. See, I like Beyonce. She gave me chicken. I like you, lady. I am Stina. I like Rihanna. She gave me DJ for Gaga. I like her, cause people like her. I like you, JLB. I think that she's so sweet. I'm not your worry, but she know the thing I read. It's all about you know. You cannot make me know. I wanna have them all. I know it's all the chances that I just can't believe please. You like it too, Papa, and you like my little band, and I know you love your song, but you know you sing it song. I thought that's what you know. I do not blame you, though. You want it, we can go. Marshall and Timaya, remix, say, wind up your bumper. Shake up your bum bum, shake up your bum bum. Shake up your bum bum, shake up your bum bum. Yeah, shake up your bum bum, hook up your bum bum. You got to wind us up. Yeah, shake up your bum bum, hook up your bum bum. Never see a baby drop. You got to move, girl. You got to move that thing around. You got to move, girl. You got to wind that thing around. To the beat, everything turn up, you can't turn down. Party up, sun up to sun down. Shake that thing, you might number one, you might sleep in Nigeria, wake up in London. Yeah, everything is from them. We don't stop where I come from. Trinidad, baby girls, let me come. Shake up that thing like brum, bum, bum, bum. Say shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up, you know what you got down to the ground. Say shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
It's not easy. Also, from Rockland County, I think I have Nusa Abreva. She's here. And I have Mrs. Kesman. She's here. And of course, my wife, Mwaloramowa. She's here. Why am I here? She like a goshe. Una la pala a pie and toast. Thank you.
Thank you, MC, for that. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. What an awesome device you have been. And please, if you have not given us your donation, you still have plenty of time to think about it and dip your hand in your pocket. Because what we are doing is really worth doing. If you've ever been to a hospital. Thank you. And we're going to be moving on. At this time, I'd like to take time for us to do a few presentations or actually giving out awards to some people. To the center of the hall for your award. And thereafter, please, would you kindly also wait so that we can all take a good picture, photograph at the end. The first award of the evening will be presented to Dr. Chika Ugochukwu. You're not one of the pioneer students of Sonunth, but you worked so hard to become one of the highest ranking officers of that great institution, the principal of the school. You continue to distinguish yourself, not just as an academia, but also in your leadership among your peers. You are recognized internationally, which earned you one of the highest levels of professional achievement called Fellow West African College of Nursing. We appreciate you and endure your bonding linkage with us all the time. And with this, as a token of appreciation, our Sonunth alumni on New Jersey, New York chapter presents you with this honorary Sonunth Alumni United States of America Award of Excellence in Nursing Education and Leadership. Presented to Chika Ugochukwu, RN, PhD, Fellow West African College of Nursing. In appreciation of your leadership, your support and passion for your students in general, and specifically for Sonunth alumni in the continental United States College and internationally. Sonunth United States, New York, New Jersey is honored to present this.
Okay, look at me for a second.
Continuing.
Thank you.
We have Honorable Chief Albert Omonetilora Okaigwe. Please. Chief Albert, your presence and support to Sonunth United States, New Jersey, New York chapter has been so as constant as an Eastern star. And we are forever grateful. You all, Father, you volunteered yourself, your talent, your home, you even volunteer your wife to us, just for the benefit of Sonunth. I know that you are supposed to be somewhere outside of this country at this time, but because of the issues we have and because of this convention, you reschedule. I equally know that when we are seeking a chapter recognition with the state, you spend so much time, you volunteered your effort at home to sit for those number of hours to go through the papers for us. In appreciation for this, Sonunth, we'd like to present you in recognition of you for your commitment and support to forging equity and partnership in professional and family lives. This is presented today, the 2nd of August 2014, by New Jersey, New York chapter. Thank you so much, Honorable Laura.
Right now, we have for our able president, Dr. Mrs. But you are an epitome of nursing leadership. What can I say? You make Sonunth and New York chapter thrive. You are not the national president, but here in your home state, New Jersey, New York, you are functioning in every position that appears vacant. You have galvanized New York, New Jersey chapter to action in preparation for this of your leadership, excellence, and passion in spearheading the direction of Sonunth alumni in the continental United States, commerce, and internationally towards transforming nursing education and practice in nursing. Sonunth Alumni USA, New York, New Jersey chapter. President excuse me, for those who don't understand Igbo, this is what we have. That means the mother of all. And she is our able president. Yes, that's your title. That's what you are. No, you remember I told you we are going to give you that title.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, New York, New Jersey chapter. This is just, you don't have to do this. We are just in the service. Okay? Thank you so much. I'm appreciative of your award. Thank you.
All right. Honorable Lolo, Mrs.